Oi.
You're now tuned to Rinse FM, and this is Cheeky Sport. You here with myself, Big J.
Sanchez Akeem, he's back.
Mr. Heritage. Everybody hates Chris.
Hey, I needed a cool
That was a double meaning, by the way. Not only I'm back, Sanchez is back. Man of the match
one goal.
performance.
Man,
Thank you.
One goal and you're gassing.
Yeah, he's back though. He's back.
Obviously, there's a lot of great stuff happening in the Premier League. I'll be honest with you guys, I didn't get to watch like a lot of the games, as much games as I normally do. I only watched our game.
Yeah.
But before we actually talk about football, I actually wanted to get into boxing. Obviously, no. The only reason I'm getting into boxing very quickly, is because Deontay Wilder was on the Breakfast Club, innit? Yeah. And he was talking
Like
about
he's on everything now at the moment.
Yeah, you know he's trying to do like Eddie Hearn.
Wags on Miami and that.
Yeah, he's trying to do like a hype thing, innit? Like Eddie Hearn has even been saying,
No,
but
he's
he's trying to
on
start.
that.
Yeah, he actually is.
Yeah.
But you know he's basically been trying to start like a hype thing, innit?
I believe him though. I believe what he's saying though. I actually believe.
No, but look, he's saying.
No, wait.
Okay,
Before we go to what he's saying, I just want to tell you about what he said on Breakfast Club and let you know what he's basically recently been in trouble for. Yeah, he basically said he wants to kill someone in the ring, innit?
That wasn't that bad what he said.
He was like, he wants a
It's
body.
about AJ. He
goes, he goes out.
bodies.
He goes, I want bodies.
Ain't
Like,
that bad.
when he says he wants bodies, he's basically saying he wants to knock man so hard that he actually somebody dies in the ring.
But he was gassing.
But he
But
was gassing, but he was like, when I'm the, how he tells like, the Alabama Brown Bomber, I just want to kill. I want to catch that body in the ring. I want to catch that body. Like he was just chatting rubbish. But he's getting investigated because of that.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
No, I swear.
How?
Exactly how?
Yeah, but you know what's
I don't know.
stupid about
That's what the company-
you know what's
that's so
stupid
dumb,
about
innit?
that is he's actually not. If you think about it, he's not in control of who he can kill and who he
Bro,
can't.
that's what
In
makes
the ring.
it so.
He's not,
bro.
because all he can do is bang as hard as he wants to, as every boxer.
Yeah,
will.
but you know what it is though with boxing because they've had a history of like man getting that
Mentally and vegetables.
There's things that happen afterwards.
Yeah.
Like with Ben and who was it?
Watson.
Yeah, Ben and Watson. When Ben was going nuts and Watson's in the corner messed up. Like,
No, but that's different now.
Yeah, but
that's
still,
different.
no, but that's
I know,
in the ring.
that's
This is
different.
don't you remember when Mike
That's
Tyson was
different.
like,
Tyson
I
said
want to
that
eat your
madness.
children.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I want to eat your
Yeah, but that was
children.
Eat
like
your
the
heart.
hardest,
Like,
bro.
your
Oh,
heart.
that was hard.
Praise be to Allah.
I want to eat his
I don't
children.
know. The best part about that is
I wish you had some kids so I could step on their testicles.
That was so you could feel the pain.
Yeah.
I can feel it.
Mike Tyson said that.
the maddest thing about that interview is that when he asked him a question, my man wasn't even answering the interviewer's question.
You see Mike Tyson do this
He
thing?
was like, I don't know. He was like, I don't know, man.
He was like,
I don't know, man.
I broke my back.
Yeah, man's remixing best.
My back is broken.
But you see when Mike Tyson, he was like, Isto, when the guy asked him the question, when Ace. Watch the video back. He stopped my man and then started saying, man, I lost my best friend.
Yeah, I lost my best friend, man.
No, his best friend. I can't even get into that.
But it's not.
But anyway, on to present day.
In short, I'm just saying that it's just very mad what you got to talk about in sport nowadays. So you guys talked to me about Deontay Wilder. Obviously, AJ. This Saturday there was a big fight. Anthony Joshua versus.
I felt against Joseph Parker. Sorry,
Against Joseph Parker.
I felt I got qualms with. I love you, AJ. I love you, brother. What you're doing is sick, my friend. Geezer hard.
Big up AJ. Make sure, guys, just letting you know that we do have an interview with AJ on the channel. So make sure you watch that after this with Dave.
He didn't want the fight though. He didn't want it. He was very cautious.
He didn't
No.
what?
No.
You know, Akeem, you was there. Actually,
Yeah,
you was
yeah.
in Cardiff there.
Yeah, I was there.
Let us know what you think.
I was ringside.
Yeah?
What
was you, Frank
I ain't gonna
Lucas?
lie, you could have felt sweat.
I wasn't Frank
That man was
Lucas.
Frank Lucas, innit?
Frank-
His seats were lit still with the fur on and that. You could have felt the sweat. You know that?
Oh, I saw that hat. Akeem's got that
The
smart
flat
hat.
cap,
Yeah.
the flat cap with the camel long coat.
Why you not cussing? Alright, cool.
Bro,
Anyway.
you don't know about CheekySport Akeem when he's not talking rubbish about football, you know? Different brother.
But
Different brother.
real talk though. I watched it, yeah, and the truth is, I was calling it round by round. I literally doing a video round by round, me and David, yeah. And the truth is, I was shocked when the fight ended. I knew Joshua won, innit?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, he won, easy.
but I thought it was very, very close. I would have thought on rounds, out of 12 rounds, maybe 7-5. He won.
Word.
Because
I wouldn't have said that.
Because if
It
you're
didn't feel like he was hitting, though.
no. The thing is, Joshua was Parker was connecting, but Parker was connecting on weak shots.
Bro.
It was making no impact.
I don't know about connected. This is what I saw, yeah? Put your hand on my forehead. Fam, that's... All I can see was Parker.
But you know what you noticed?
So it didn't feel like man was
But you know,
connected
you know
Did you
what?
got that?
You know what you
Jab
noticed
weren't
though. The thing is, you're right. It wasn't hit. A lot weren't
jab
hitting.
weren't
What I'm
working.
trying to say is, he frustrated Joshua because
No,
he
he
realized
didn't
when the
frustrate
fight
him.
when the
He
fight
was
was going
skipping.
on,
He did.
Parker, Joshua was getting annoyed.
I agree with
You
that.
see what AJ said at the end? He said this was finesse. This is boxing finesse.
No, of course he was. But it
And
was
that's exactly because there was one moment, I can't remember which round, I was either 5th or 6th, and AJ done a little flurry. It was a combo of like 4 punches, and he shook Parker. But
I know.
then AJ said, I'm not doing that again. Because Parker's a champion. At the end of the day, Parker is a champion. And he's going to hit back in it at the end of the day. He's not like the other man that ain't going to hit back when he gets smoked by AJ.
so now you're trying to say that
But
he likes Parker. That's why.
No, not that he likes Parker. Since he fought Klitschko, when Klitschko knocked him down, like that's the first time anyone's seen AJ down in it. And AJ's a big guy as well. And to see him down was like, everyone was like, you know, in Snatch, when Bricktop's all messed up and they go to shoot Bricktop and Bricktop finds out Wagwan and the camera zooms in.
Big up Bricktop.
That's exactly what happened with AJ. So
You know, these times people watching don't even know Bricktop is.
check out Snatch, kids. Check it
No,
out.
only if you're 18. Only if you're 18.
Yeah, any age. Sorry, mum, dad. Anyway,
Yeah.
So like he doesn't want to get knocked out again. So that's why he was very cautious. And he said
I know, and Joshua, Parker fights very unorthodox. Like he fights in an awkward style where he could, because his hands are so fast, they're not impactful.
It's so funny because
you know what I'm saying?
No, because it's so funny. The reason why I say that's funny is because everyone always says the same thing about AJ. AJ's a great boxer. He's got great combinations, but when it comes to his movement and awkward boxing, he's not good. He doesn't like bro. Joseph was fast and Joseph was moving.
Yeah, but
Joseph was moving. He's skipping around.
Real talk. Yeah, we were obviously, and I know obviously you saw it on TV anyway. But when I was there and I saw it, even Joshua's face, he was getting pissed off. He was really getting annoyed. Because he's almost like at one point he couldn't catch him. Because look, don't get it twisted. As much as he respects Parker, he knew the world expected him to knock him out.
Keep the knockout
and that's
record
why at
going.
the end, if you notice at the end of the fight, when he was doing a post-fight interview, he was almost answering critics before it came. He was like, because he was almost angry at the end of the fight. He was like, well, what people don't realize, that's what he was like, what people don't realize is I've won every fight. No. If you watch it again, his post-fight interview, and it was almost like he was like, answering critics.
He's on the
He knew
defense.
he was going to get.
He knew he was going to get it because he's 100%
yeah, and he was like, look, people need to remember that Joshua Parker's a champion.
You know what it
and
is?
I'm thinking, the interviewer didn't challenge you.
Okay, so before we get onto like cricket and stuff, how did you feel about man saying that was like a Jose Mourinho performance?
It was a definite Parker the Busser. Definite, 100%.
Did you feel like that?
Man had bare diesel. Didn't see the diesel.
No, do you know?
I'm a big fan of AJ, but you know it was about my expectations. Like I've lowered them after that fight in it because like I'm a big Mike Tyson fan. That's what I've watched all them fights. I've got them on DVD, whatever. I watched the YouTube things, everything. Yeah?
Right.
So I want that same feeling. And then when he does that uppercut, I love it when Joshua does that because like Mike Tyson,
he
swung for it as well.
Fam, he did it like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
But Joseph was so quick. Parker was so, and if you notice, Parker at points was using the ropes. Because there was, bruv.
Yeah, but AJ won't put in he wasn't putting no pressure on him.
But let me tell you though, and this is for anyone who says he didn't try or he was on second gear.
He wasn't.
There's no way. Hold on.
100%.
There's no way he would risk going to a judge's decision without him at least knocking down Parker once.
No, he knew.
He would have knocked him down.
He knew he was.
No, he knew it was. But even on the 12th round, yeah. On a title that match that matters so much, yeah,
right.
you wouldn't risk it because
Could be a draw, you mean?
If Joshua, not just that. If Parker hit him in the last 10 seconds and he went down,
that's why he didn't win. That's what I'm saying. That's why.
Yeah, but I didn't feel like.
No, it didn't feel like it. But you get what I mean.
Parker,
You wouldn't risk it.
you
You wouldn't risk
got to
it.
remember as well though. There was two. Not to
Yeah, but it didn't feel like AJ was burnt out.
No,
the reason why heavyweights can't go to them later rounds is because normally by that point they're burnt out. So scuffing is long at that point.
That's some heavyweights, but the greats can take it there.
But that's what I liked about AJ in this fight.
Maybe AJ wanted to do 12 rounds
That's what I'm saying.
No, he did not want. No, what? This is my opinion, innit? AJ, I love you, Geezer.
Geezer, we love ya.
What you done sick, Geezer. Trust me. But what I'm saying is, yeah,
he knows AJ watches our stuff.
I know, them ones there.
He knows Andy Joshua watches our stuff. He's like, yo, AJ, you still my dog, like, brother, please, brother.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Geezer, don't worry. I got this, baby.
Okay, go on.
But what it was is that neither like Parker obviously felt man's power because he kept on saying then the bigger man, and AJ was like,
very
you know
humble.
what?
Yeah.
I don't want to get.
I don't want to exert.
Yeah, no, but it's with AJ. You know when he got knocked out by when he got knocked down by
Klitschko.
Man were happy.
I wasn't.
No, but can I say
you wasn't, but bare.
No,
I hear that. No, I think there's a lot. There's a lot of AJ.
No, but can I say
There's
something?
bare
Can I say
pressure
something?
on AJ.
Do you
There's
think
bare pressure.
AJ then? Do you think AJ? Some people have said he's too much of a. He's very much a nice guy in the sense that. No. What I mean by that is, if you notice towards the end rounds, he was even touching gloves with Parker.
Yeah, he's not a killer.
And it was almost like he likes him as a person. He respects him,
yeah.
to not damage him so badly. He knows he was going to win the fight, but he was like, you know what? You're cool. Just run.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And something Wilder and Fury would have destroyed.
Not so much
would have killed
Fury.
him.
Not so
Boy,
much
all right,
Fury.
Bro, Fury wouldn't have let that. Fury
We're
wouldn't
not
have.
going to get into that.
But anyway, you know what?
Because we're going to
That's
save
for
that.
another day.
We're going to save that.
Let me end on a positive.
Yeah.
Final comments though. My final
But
comments.
AJ's champ.
My final comments on
Word.
it.
Big
I
up,
love
unified.
AJ. And one of the
Unified.
things that I love about AJ more than anything, forget that fight, more than anything, yeah, is that my man is probably the only boxer that's realistically going to bring this thing to Nigeria or Africa, full stop. Yeah, since Ali. No, it's true. Bro, he is. No. Listen, bro, and that's a big deal. No, that's a big deal because he really loves Britain and Nigeria. He really does. Do you know what I'm saying? Which is why I don't understand what Wilder's saying all this nonsense.
That was
Oh
rubbish.
no, yeah,
Well,
well,
nonsense.
rubbish.
But you got
Nonsense
remember,
about
you-
love.
If you're American, you're American.
Yeah, you're American. That's
You know what I'm
rubbish.
saying? You don't care.
I don't care about
African
Africa. I know that. No, that's not their heritage. Anyway,
Heritage.
listen, guys, make sure you leave us a comment about the fight. Obviously, we don't normally talk about boxing, but as you can tell, we all do watch the big fights, and we know, especially CheekySport, we're involved in all that stuff. So leave us a comment about what you think about AJ.
You boxed the other day, didn't you?
Allow it. Let's not
Oh
talk about
yeah.
that. Let's not talk about that still. Hey, listen, make sure you leave us a
Check
comment.
that out on Cheeky Sport.
Hey, let us know what you think. Let us know
It'll come up on the
Like,
suggested.
just let us know what you think. All right, boys, let's get back to the Premier League.
Hold on. Cricket. One quick.
Oh, yeah, cricket. Yeah, go.
One quick tip.
Because obviously, I don't know about cricket, you know. You get me? I'm an African
Hold
man.
on. How much you know about cricket?
You're a Caribbean man. There's
Hold
a
on.
bag of cricket.
Hold on,
man.
we're gonna put you on blast. How much you know about cricket?
I don't know nothing about cricket, fam. Only thing I don't like, when people are like, oh, there's a test. I'm like, bro, I know. What sort of test is
What
it?
is
Is it
only-
how many marks?
What
I genuinely don't know. Genuinely don't know nothing about cricket. Or, you know, like when
What does
like,
ODI stand
you know,
for?
when like, I don't know. ODI, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Seriously. So what is it? What is like? I don't even know if there's cricket on now, bro. I thought cricket was a summertime.
All you gotta do is
thing.
it's like rounders, isn't it? It's like rounders, isn't it?
So we
It's not round-
we're
it's not like
going
rounders.
to talk about the how.
Yeah, I don't need to hear cricket
Just
rules
one
now. Yeah, that's long.
quick thing. Like
I don't think I'll ever get into it. It's a bit too much for me. But
We're
go
gonna
on.
say to me that you man are carrying on mad. Allow them two brothers, man.
Oh,
Wait, hold on.
Yeah,
Can
yeah,
you
yeah,
just-
yeah,
hold on.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hold on, can you just explain to
Explain to
people
people
what
what
happened?
happened,
Very
Basically,
briefly.
these men are playing. They start ball tampering with the ball. Basically, so you're not allowed to do anything with the ball, like add mud to it or change the seam of it. You can't like start digging away because
Yeah.
it changes the bounce and the trajectory of where it goes, etc., etc.
Very technical.
Anyway, these man, I don't know what.
And by the way, obviously, man's dash bare cricket balls at guys. Don't get twisted. Man's played cricket bare times. You get me? But I don't actually understand the rules like that.
So basically, these men were tampering. One's the captain of Australia. You know, Australia's very like deep with cricket.
Word.
And yeah, man.
Them man were tampering with the ball.
Yeah, but how did they tamper with it?
I don't know.
But
what
did they
he
get caught?
done.
Is
He
that the
done- he
guy?
done
That's the
something.
guy.
They
that
got
was
caught.
crying.
I swear they
They
pulled.
got
I saw him crying. Really, I saw him
He was
crying.
crying. That's
This is Chris. Mate, he didn't murder anybody.
It's
He
true.
like-
Like, hello, man, isn't it? Like, well, I don't understand this. We got man spitting on kids.
Oh, let's
Ah.
Hold on, I didn't mention no names. Relax. Relax. I'm not saying that,
go. But anyway, you're just saying.
but I'm just saying, like, hold on. In fact, forget Carragher. Forget JP. There's other worse things going on in this world, in
Like
this
what?
country. I can't go into because we'll probably get cut out of the show.
Just
Like,
say it.
Yeah, it will get caught in the show.
we got Brexit. That's one.
Oh,
yeah.
here we go. Mate, it's a sports show,
I
mate.
know, but I'm just saying, like, these are worse. Exactly. It's a sports show, so people, my man only tampered with the ball. Like, do you know what?
Not
That's
only, mate.
naughty,
It's
though.
not only.
No, but the thing
That's
is, though,
against the
no,
rules,
no,
mate. It's
no,
naughty.
I
Aye,
know.
what's worse? What's worse?
not
That,
allowed.
But
what's
Mike Tyson, I love Mike Tyson is my guy. He beat the next man's
Nah, but
ear,
that's
yeah?
more understandable.
You know? But Mike Tyson ain't crying on the box like this. These men are under severe pressure.
And how long did Tyson get banned from that? He got banned.
Yeah, and he come back. Mike Tyson came back.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but 2 years
And
is a
Fury,
magic.
what did he do when he got banned?
He took some cocaine, innit?
Yeah, cocaine.
Cocaine.
Colombian.
Exactly, that's worse.
cocaine.
To me, that's worse than because there's
What, he didn't-
petrol.
no.
There's petrol in cocaine.
No,
They put petrol in that thing. That's
It's
worse.
not-
That's
no.
worse than ball tampering.
No, it's
Okay,
not.
kids,
It's
don't
not.
do drugs.
It's not.
Don't
It's
do
not.
drugs.
It actually isn't.
Yes, it is.
The only reason because you're linking it to cheating.
geezer.
It is cheating.
No.
But the ball tampering is cheating.
Yeah, exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Whoa. You're allowed to manipulate the ball, but you're not allowed to do certain things like.
No, you can manipulate the ball in the technique. No,
Yeah.
you can't actually.
What
you
they-
can't start.
but you can
What
rub
they
it.
do? Rub some Vaseline
Can't
on
grab your shank.
You see how
and
you
then
rub
start slicing parts of the ball.
Yeah, but you know, it's not even scientific. It's not even scientifically proven that the ball like changes.
Of course
No, it doesn't
not.
matter.
It's
But
like-
that's the rule.
It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
but hold on. I know that's the rules. But you see, when man break man's legs in football, and Wenger's saying they should be banned for life.
They get
fined.
fined.
Yeah, they get no, they don't. Because Shawcross didn't get fined when he broke up man's
No,
leg.
no,
He
but that was
broke
an
up-
Leave
accident.
little Ryan.
That's
it
an
was-
accident,
it
yeah?
was-
Okay,
That's
so
an accident. Hold on. But what I'm saying is,
What about Roy Keane? What about Roy Keane? What he done?
When Roy Keane done, that was disgusting. Roy Keane should have been arrested.
No, not arrested.
When he really broke man's leg.
Yeah.
And he done it on purpose and he looked over him like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, because he took him the other time.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is,
Tit for
that's
tat.
nowhere near. These men are doing nothing. All it is like put a bit of mud on the ball, innit?
Yeah, but what did they actually put on the ball though?
It was like mud.
Did they take it out their
Why?
trousers?
No, Rook
They had
knows what it
to.
was. Hey, Rook, listen,
Rook,
just
what was
fix the
it?
camera this way
What
and
was
tell
it?
me.
What was it?
No,
What
just
they-
tell us. What was
what
it?
they had?
Rook, what was it?
Sandpaper.
that's it,
Sandpaper
like,
is
little
tape,
tape.
yeah? He's tampering with the joint. Fam, he knows what
Yeah.
he's doing.
But what I'm saying-
Big up-
Let's
big
take
up
it to the
producer.
heart
Big
attack.
up
What I'm saying,
producer.
what I'm saying is,
Man for his heart attacking the sandpaper.
was it worth?
Bro, I ain't seen sandpaper
was
since
it-
my
was it
DT.
worth?
Since DT.
Fam!
Since
Are
DT.
you playing cricket or is this DT, bruv? This design technology.
Yeah, but
bruv.
you see how these men, you see how the media on them, man, though, yeah? There was two men. And he's got his dad behind him. His dad's having to, that what his son. Like, man,
No, bro.
No, but
Bro,
what I'm saying
bro,
is-
bro. What you gonna realize?
Think outside of sport, yeah. Think on these men on their personal level when the man are going home now, because they're under bare pressure now, yeah.
Hey, you know, bear man are gonna be like, you make me sick,
Yeah,
son.
exactly.
You're
No.
a cheater. You're a thief.
No, but what
No,
you
you know
don't.
what? No, if one of them, if something severe happened to one of them two men, yeah, what would happen to the media?
No, but
with all their
Chris, do
stories?
you know what you need to realize
It's not
though?
that deep. It's
So
not that deep.
they have to make examples of people.
No.
Like, they made an example of
That's not an
Richard Keys
example.
and Andy Gray.
Do you know how
In
many
that
man- do you know-
situation.
do you know how
In
many
this
man about that
situation, he
tampering
made-
thing?
No, hold on. No, but this time they got caught. So they have to be
know
made
how
an
they get
example
caught?
of.
They have to make.
They have to make an example. Otherwise, people be doing that for
It's
how
true
long?
though, man. You have
People
to, bro.
keep doing that.
It's the fact. You can't.
Whoa, whoa,
You
whoa.
can't let one man think they
I'm
can
not,
get away
I'm
with
not
it.
saying don't ban it, but I'm saying the
It's not
media
that deep.
hysteria.
Yeah, it's not. You know what it is.
You
I'm not
got
gonna
big men crying.
All right, can I ask you a question?
These
One-
got kids.
Let me ask you
Nah,
one
nah,
question
nah.
about this before we move on. Just one question.
Imagine
So-
Akeem bringing you to tears on this show.
So,
Hey, Key,
this
why you
almost
doing,
happened
man?
still. Hey, Chris, one quick question related to football, yeah? Related to football. When Suarez was biting man 2 or 3 times, do you think that was a fair ban? Because he got banned for a long time. What, like 8 months or something?
No, I thought it was
But these times-
I thought it was like 8 games.
No, he got banned for a long time,
said-
bro.
Oh, no, it was Mount. Yeah, it was Mount. Sorry.
You
It was
said
all
a man was
competition.
biting.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember.
But
Yeah.
you said a man's biting.
Yeah, but I'm asking you, was
Yeah,
it
but you're-
was
but
it fair?
it's
That's what I'm
cheating,
asking
it's
you.
Yeah,
cheating.
he's biting.
No, but so it was fair.
It's fair. It's fair. He's saying the ban. is
Football's
fair.
not about biting, innit? It's about playing ball, innit? So if you're biting a man in
No, basically,
football,
you're not saying
you
that.
should be banned for 8
No,
games.
no.
But
Okay.
it's still a form.
All right. We're getting lost in the
That
conversation.
should be. He should be banned for 8 games.
All right, listen, guys.
He got banned for
the moral
longer
of the
than 8
story.
games.
All
He got
Chris
banned
is
for like
saying-
4 months, man.
Guys,
Nah.
all he's saying
Deep,
is,
bro.
much like my Deontay Wilder example, all he's trying to say is it's not that deep. When some of these things are happening, it's not that deep.
The Deontay-
No, it's not
the
deep.
media
It's not
make
deep to
people-
us because we're not in cricket. If you're in cricket,
Bruh.
bro, that's an equivalent of tampering.
used to-
That's equivalent. Do you know what that's equivalent of? That's like us in football. That's like them rubbing the white lines, and then the penalty spot. You know the penalty spot, yeah. Digging, because you know that's what people thought happened.
That's what you're doing,
Hold on,
digging.
no, that's
You're definitely
hey,
digging.
You're definitely
wait,
digging.
wait.
You're digging, mate.
Remember, that's what people thought. Was it Beckham and when John Terry both missed those penalties? They looked back at the spot, and people thought
Beckham.
Yeah, Beckham missed the penalty when he looked back at the spot.
No, not
Oh.
Greece.
What, I thought you
I know
were
what
saying
you're talking
Gary.
But you know what I'm talking
I
about.
remember,
But
I
on
remember.
both
Because he
occasions,
looked at
they blamed the spot.
Yeah,
They said the
and
spot
John was the final.
They said the
Champions
spot
League.
was someone.
Yeah, someone dug it. Yeah,
When no one was looking, they done a bit of this.
Yeah.
Wait, that could happen during the game.
Is that cheating though? If you get caught doing that, is that cheating?
Bro,
Like, should you get
whatever,
banned for a
bro.
year?
Listen,
If
breaking
you saw
rules
Jose Mourinho
is
doing that
cheating,
before the
bro.
game,
Yeah, that's cheating.
Doesn't matter.
If Jose does it, it's cheating. Anything Jose does is just cheat.
All right, listen, guys.
Back to the Premiership. Bumper club. Let's go.
yeah, no more cricket. No more
Back to the
cricket.
Guys.
Big up
Let's-
Brian. Bring
let's
up
talk about
Brian.
Tottenham. Let's
Big
talk
up
about
Brian Lara. I played him on
Let's-
PS2. Brian Lara cricket. Big up Brian Lara each and every
That's
time.
very good.
Keep tapping the X
I ain't gonna
button.
lie, you see what I
That's all
mean?
you gotta do.
I found that game dead. I mean,
Bro.
didn't understand it. All right, listen.
What do you have? Crash Bandicoot and that?
Yeah, hard game still.
No,
hard.
don't
Yeah.
cast
You
Crash
can't
Bandicoot.
crash.
You
Crash.
dumb.
What about
You
Ratchet and
dumb.
Clank? He had
Nah,
Ratchet and Clank and then dead.
Nah,
One
I
player
didn't- I
games.
was told by them, but get me. Colin McRae rally and that.
Destruction
Yeah,
Derby. What about Destruction Derby and that?
yeah, the Destruction Derby was
Did you
alright.
play Metal Gear Solid?
Yeah, of
That's
course.
me. Man's
Okay,
pattern than the whole
Yeah,
lot.
of course.
Come on, Jay. oj. All right, listen. Premier League, guys. Let's talk about this because this is a
Strategy, guys.
Spurs.
Strategy, guys.
Let's talk about Spurs. Let's talk about Spurs.
No, let's not talk about Spurs.
No, we have to give them credit. We've got to give them credit.
Let me just get one thing out the way.
Best team in London.
Before
I think that's Crown now.
Yeah, 100%.
They've beaten both
Let's
Arsenal
just
and
talk
Chelsea.
about. Let's just
Best
talk about
team in
one
London.
thing
We beat
very
them as well.
quickly.
Not the same.
Chill, boys.
Hold on.
We haven't even got into the football conversation. You lot are
talking
just
smack
talking mad
already.
smack.
Got
bro.
to the second round of
All I'm
Champions
trying to
League.
say is this, so the listeners and the viewers understand, yeah, is this. Guys, I ain't gonna lie, because the league's done, yeah, I'm not finding it as fun, innit?
Yeah, but what we need to talk about is Man City.
Every
Winning
week.
it at Manchester.
Well,
The derby, basically in the
Well,
Manchester
it's the
derby.
But what we should actually talk sense about this sensibly and really go in depth and talk about how I know Akeem, you don't want to hear this.
I want to hear it. Go on.
Okay. We should actually talk about how there's a shift in power.
Oh, come on.
Yeah,
Okay, let me phrase it.
Because we don't talk about the shift in power between Arsenal and Spurs.
There isn't one.
Yeah, exactly.
There isn't one,
It's
no.
convenient though.
There
It's
isn't one.
convenient. You conveniently
There
speak
isn't
about
one.
Man
But-
United.
but-
and-
You know, actually, I want to talk about something you
Well,
spoke
can
about.
I-
Sorry.
The reason why I say that though is because I think 5 out of 6 years or something they finished above Man United. That's just one thing.
Two times on the final day of the season, but okay.
Cool.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying anyway. But go on.
Okay.
Just
If you'd have
don't
used
act
that,
like it's a big
if
gap.
you'd have used
Apart from
that,
this year,
okay,
it's not a huge
if you'd
gap.
have- If you'd used that, you could use that. But if,
No, I'm just
if they
saying.
win the league or the last game, then who cares?
Okay, who's won more
Which they
trophies in the last 5 years?
But anyway.
Okay, cool.
No, they
So
have.
then don't talk about
I think they
shifting.
have. I think they
No,
have.
they haven't.
No, they haven't.
No, they haven't. So don't talk about shifting power. You're already wrong.
Can we go
Before
through
you
it?
carried on.
Can we go through it before?
I'm stopping you there,
Okay, wait.
Okay,
Go
what
on.
have you won in 5 years?
mate. We've won more. We don't need to go into it. We know we've won more than
You
City.
won 1 FA Cup.
2.
2?
Sorry, no, 1 actually. Well, League Cup. Sorry, League Cup and FA Cup. I thought you were talking about
So
domestic.
you've won
my
2
bad.
trophies.
No, Europa League as
Guys, we
Okay.
are not about to argue.
Anyway,
we are.
It's not happening.
Okay, can we talk about how? Yeah, but you know
No,
what?
do you know what I want to talk
Yeah,
about?
so what
Hold
do you
on,
want to talk about?
I do. I want to talk about something you
No,
said.
but hold on. Don't be an ostrich and have your head in the sand. Big up Selchuk Abi for that.
well.
But
Do
don't
you
be an
see
ostrich.
what man?
As soon as he said don't be an
before
ostrich,
you come,
I know.
bro. Where did that proverb?
I know.
come
That's what I'm
from?
thinking. Where did
Don't
that
be an
come
ostrich.
from?
Don't be an
'Cause you-
ostrich.
'cause you man got
Get your head in the
My man,
sand.
an ostrich
What are
burger.
you
in
talking
that.
about?
My man, an ostrich burger or something.
Because you man got your heads in the sand right now. You don't want to talk
No,
about
all I'm saying is that's not interesting conversation.
what?
I want to talk about. Nah, it's not.
What?
I want
not.
to talk about
What?
It's not relevant.
Does it-
It's
do you
not
know-
relevant.
Do you know,
man.
listen, do you know when that conversation will be more interesting? After the result of the Manchester derby.
What? Not before?
No. Is this? Listen. forget that.
So it's this week.
I would have thought it is this week. But
So what do you
here,
wanna talk about
before
then?
we get into that, at least let's talk about this fixture that happened. Yeah, the league's dead because everyone's that's happening. Pardew's quit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he quit. He
What you
quit.
saying?
Yeah,
See,
Pardew quit this
when
morning.
Hey, listen, when the yard is burning, you know what you got to do? Get out the creek.
No,
who's gonna get a job next,
Pardew
though?
took the
Who's
took
gonna
the
get a
mick.
job
He lost 9 and 11. He lost 8 in a row, and then my man ducked. All right, cool.
like,
I've messed your club up. Cheers, mate.
like-
And
he's
not
like,
just
what,
that.
what?
Not just that. The one signing I made of any good use, Daniel Sturridge got injured
that who
after
said
5
that?
minutes. Mate, that's taking a mick.
Big up
they've got-
Pardew
they've
because
got 20 points.
he looked around at that bird in the house. He went,
Hey, don't forget the dance. Bro, since that dance, he's gone on a downhill.
Was that against you?
Yeah,
lot?
then we beat
Oh, my
them.
God.
Then we beat them still.
When he done that dance, I remember I was gassed.
That was the end.
I
That's
was
been the
like, why-
downfall of
I was
it.
like, why did he do that for? 'Cause
listen,
they're gonna
listen,
lose.
listen. I think Pardew leaving is so funny. What I actually want to talk about, which I thought was interesting, okay, was
How you gonna resign? That's coward-like.
that's
man.
actually so.
And I like Pardew.
Actually,
No
I
way.
love
They got
Pardew.
20 points.
No, but you can't.
No,
No, bro, you don't
it's a
suddenly
30
quit like that.
I've
yeah?
never seen a manager do that.
You
They've
can't
got
quit.
20 points.
Bro,
So
when
what?
the ship is sinking, as the leader of the ship, you're supposed to go down with
Yeah,
that
but
bad
Pardew's
boy.
not a fighter like that. Pardew fancies himself. Pardew thinks he should be at Arsenal or Manchester United side.
You know
Hey,
what's pissed about it? Johnny Evans wish he left the club now, mate.
Oh, Johnny Evans must be devastated.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, moving on.
Could you imagine if Man City wanted you?
Exactly.
Man City wanted
Arsenal.
you. Man City Arsenal wanted you.
And
I'm
Arsenal,
watching
yeah.
Johnny Evans. I'm thinking, we wanted that geezer. Them man are mad at Arsenal.
Hey, Evans is hard. Bro.
No, he's not hard.
He's not hard.
He's about to get relegated.
He was a good player, bro.
He's not.
Jermaine.
Hard. That's why we got rid of him. He's not.
Thank
hard.
you.
Nah,
Thank
he's
you.
not. He's not Man United level, but he's a good player.
No,
He's
Jermaine.
Arsenal level.
He's
No, he's
Arsenal
not.
level. Yeah, he's Arsenal level.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he's Arsenal.
We're
level. Rob Holding. He's better than Rob
We're
Holding.
the same ballpark. my friend.
What? 28 points. How many points are we ahead of you?
I listen.
Like
Before we
25 points
before we
then,
get into
yeah,
the Arsenal Man United malarkey, what I wanted to ask about, which I thought was something that you said, which was very interesting. Okay, you said everybody wants to get onto Jose Mourinho about Chelsea, about the second season syndrome and all that sort of stuff, even though he won the league on his second season. Yeah, you said there is clearly. You goes before everybody jumps to conclusions. What they need to see is there's obviously a clear problem at Chelsea that nobody's addressing, and I thought that was so interesting.
Who said that?
I did.
Which I thought was
the reason why I said that
they
is
do
because
go through so many managers.
Yeah, they've been through like what 11 managers in 14
and
years.
they
something
never
like that.
last, bro.
And the crazy thing is,
But they never lost.
the crazy thing
You've
is,
been through 4 and 5.
no, not 4 and 5. What do you mean? You mean 3 and 5?
Why is that though?
Because we've got a current manager now.
No, like Chris.
So
why-
anyway,
I'm counting Fergie as well as well.
that's coming. That's stupid. That's stupid. He retired at the top
You know
of
how
the game.
statistics are.
But anyway, look. Just I'll quickly say before you talk. Yeah.
No, but make sure you go in deep. Like,
look.
talk about Ancelotti. Talk
Yeah,
about
yeah.
Hiddink,
Look.
Talk
All
about.
I'm saying is, look.
Before you start, how are you going to talk about next man's club and not address your own?
No, I will talk about our club. But look, we talk about Chelsea now. Yeah.
No, I want to talk about
I'm
Man
not
United.
criticising.
It's not a Man United show, Chris.
Exactly.
We cover what's popping in the Premier League.
No, I'll answer about that.
What's Man United? That
I'll
was on
answer
our
that.
show with a Chelsea fan.
Which one, Rory?
Is it?
Yeah,
No,
Rory.
not Rory, the other guy.
Louis.
Yeah,
Louis,
Louis. I
Louis
see Louis' show. Louis'
100% Chelsea. Big up. 100%
There was one
Chelsea.
dude on there. We need to get that brother on this show.
Was he upset?
Man was unhappy, man. Never that upset.
But look.
I love seeing other fan TVs. Man. I love it.
But not Arsenal's.
Arsenal fan TV is. We know what it's done to Arsenal.
Here
I
we
like
go.
how they're moving now, though. I like troops. You know what, my brother? Big up yourself.
Yeah.
Sorry,
But anyway,
Akeem, go.
look. Long story short, I'll cut it short. Yeah, is
Swear down.
when
Swear down you know how to do that.
You know,
Look at his joke out, look at his joke out.
He's done.
I know.
It doesn't matter.
I know.
No,
He's
sorry,
joking. Anyway.
carry on, sorry.
Don't know.
The funny thing, for once, I don't want you to go short, but now
I
you're
know,
like,
but now I'm going
sorry.
short. Innit? But look, yeah. Long story short, Conte, yeah.
Yeah.
In this season, I'm not trying to compare before haters start moaning about, his season's not as bad as when Mourinho was like
Correct.
12th or 13th before he got
Facts.
sacked.
Facts.
Yeah? Which is not.
Facts.
But the truth is, whether you finish 12th, 11th, 10th, or 7th, which they're likely to, which they can finish. No, hold on.
Or second.
No, hold on. No, that's wrong. No, what are you touching? No, that's wrong. And I'll tell you why that's wrong in a second.
If it ain't first
Wait,
to
hold on.
last,
Hold on.
shake and bake, baby.
Hold on.
Shake and bake.
Hold on. Talladega Nights. Anyway, yeah.
Go on. Hey, we need to be serious. Come on. Sorry, guys, listen. It's bank holiday Monday.
What do you know about Talladega
Bank holiday
Nights?
Monday.
What do you know about Talladega Nights,
It's actually a
mate?
mess.
If you ain't first to
Ricky
last.
Bobby.
Ricky Bobby, baby Jesus.
Okay, go on. You, man, stop. Listen, you're in that yard, bro. Come on,
Yeah,
be serious.
anyway, look,
Bro, this is
so-
a team. This is a show, bro.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. So, but okay, cool. Look, end of the day, what my point is, Conte. Why is the question not gone out? What I'm trying to say is, is there a line? Is there a line when people say, okay, you've lost the dressing room? Or no, they haven't
You lost
the
the dressing room right now, son.
Hold on.
Go on.
What I'm trying to say is, you guys tell me what the definition is of losing the dressing room.
Interesting. Okay, cool.
That's
Very
what I'm trying to
interesting.
say.
Okay.
Can I say
Alright,
something?
no, wait, no.
Go on, you tell me.
I want to answer his
You tell
question.
me.
I want to answer King's question.
Go on.
I believe.
And give an example.
I believe losing the dressing room for me personally means when the players who are playing for your players or the players that play for you are not adhering to your philosophy.
So name some teams in the Premier League at the moment that's lost the dressing
Man
room.
United.
Oh, no.
Because you've got one of our best points
No,
totals in the last 10 years.
I'm trying to think of. I can't think of one right now. I'll be honest. I can't think of one right now.
West Brom? Or do you think they're just dead
No,
anyway?
but I don't think. I think
When they
again.
say
Yeah,
United.
it's not Man United.
It's not.
Are you for real?
No, we'll come on to Man United in a second.
No,
Hold
what?
on, we'll come. Hold on. Hold on. We'll come on to Man United in a second. You are dumb. You are dumb. You are really dumb. You are really dumb.
You are really
You are
dumb.
really dumb.
You
You are really dumb. You are really dumb. You are really dumb.
You are really
You are
dumb.
really dumb.
No, what I'm trying to say is this. To me, when somebody loses the dressing room,
Hey,
it means that the players are no longer fighting for you or your philosophy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
so
you-
it's Wenger.
what
So
you-
it's Wenger lost dressing room.
No.
He's not lost dressing room.
No.
Okay, cool.
Because I don't.
Leave him to ostrich.
No. Listen, wait.
Okay, cool.
I don't want a bad run of form to feel like for it to mean that you've lost your.
So
dressing
what
room.
I'm trying to say is, so that means, are we trying to say then, are we concluding there's
I don't
no
think
real,
like a bad
there's
run
no
of
real
form.
definition of, there's no real clear time when you're
I
saying
feel
that's
like, okay,
definitely when they
look,
lost dressing room.
Okay, example that I can think of right now. Ranieri, I feel like he lost his players.
Okay.
When he got sacked,
What about
he lost them.
what about
Like,
Jo-
But
what
do you
about
not
Jose-
think the same thing happened with Craig Shakespeare
What about
after?
Jose at Chelsea?
it happened with Shakespeare after.
What about Jose at Chelsea?
Yeah, it happened to Jose. No, it's happened to Jose. I feel like it happened to Jose.
So do you think it's never happened with Wenger then?
Never.
So you're saying they always believed in Wenger? You are talking.
No, I don't think.
You are talking
I would
smoke.
agree with that.
Bro, when Henry
I don't
talks, if Henry talks negative about Arsenal, the rest of the team thinks what Henry thinks.
Henry's long gone, mate.
No, it doesn't matter. He's still
That
he's a lord to your
that
players.
rat's long gone.
Bro,
No,
he's a lord.
fine.
He's a lord to your players.
No,
bro.
all I'm trying to say.
I don't care.
No, so that's
Don't
what-
start saying that Wenger's never lost the dressing room. You're
Never.
talking
Whoa,
crap
all
now.
right, guys,
Never.
you lot-
14 years, never.
Guys, let's stay on the
Never.
train.
22 years, never
This is
lost
why the
Okay,
fans are
cool,
like,
he's never
y'all
lost it.
can't stay on topic. All y'all want to talk about is Wenger and Jose Mourinho. Why don't y'all stay on topic for once? Because you man are always doing this.
Is that
you're
what people are
bickering.
saying, yeah?
That's how they talk in the comments,
Yeah,
bro.
but you also seen the comments. They also say when Akeem's not here, Crystal. Talk sense.
So now you're not talking sense. then. Does that mean you're not talking sense now?
So hold on, I'm trying to stick to what Akeem is saying, which to me, I don't even know about that losing the dressing room part. I don't know.
I'm
That-
asking you
we got lost on that part of the journey.
he-
But all I'm trying to say is this: I think that there's a clear problem at Chelsea to go through the cycle of managers
Yeah,
that
but
they have.
why-
Unlike Manchester United, yeah.
Whoa.
Jose,
Can you say that up?
wait. They actually win things. I feel like
Who wins things?
when Chelsea won with Ancelotti and then
Oh.
the season later they sacked man.
Yeah.
Conte wins the league. Season later they sacked man.
but
Now
why- yeah, but why they
we
sack
can
him
all
though?
say the
but
only reason why
there's a
Chelsea
reason.
won the league
Van
last
Gaal,
season.
Van Gaal won
Hold
an FA
on,
Cup.
hold on.
Yeah.
If we
No,
talk-
but Van Gaal didn't.
He didn't cement
He
his term.
to me, you lost him. Yeah, because
so why did Van Gaal
his
get sacked
philosophy,
then?
people didn't want to.
Van Gaal got sacked because Mourinho was available.
Can I
That's
say-
it.
can I
That's
say
fact.
something? No.
One,
That's
one,
fact. Yeah,
one,
that's fact.
one,
That's
but I
fact.
don't think.
Just like Pellegrini got
think-
sacked because Pep was available.
That's incorrect.
That's it. It's not.
No,
inc-
no,
Bro,
Man
bro,
City
bro,
is correct.
Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
you know what's mad
Yeah,
about it?
but-
You know what? Look,
but-
no, wait, hold on, because he wants to talk about Man City, Man United. Yeah. So let me just answer these questions. Yeah. Look, look. It's back on. Hold on. It's Easter week. Blah blah blah. Yeah. A few people are off. A few kids are away from school. Go and watch Premier League years, and you'll realise Man City cut up teams and cut up the league with Mancini and Pellegrini, beating
Not
teams
like
6-0.
this,
No,
Akeem.
not like this. No, listen to me. Let me
Okay,
finish.
okay.
I'm not saying like
No,
this.
but I agree with that
They're doing
Pellegrini
different
comment.
bits. My point is, is Pellegrini wasn't no boy.
Yo,
He
I
wasn't
agree.
a boy.
He did not
He
lose his
wasn't a
dressing
boy.
room. He didn't lose his
wasn't.
dressing
That's
room.
what I'm
He
saying.
didn't
He
lose
wasn't a
his
boy.
dressing room.
He wasn't a
No,
boy.
he didn't.
Bro, you don't know about football then. You do not know about football, bro. You don't know about
Bruv,
football.
no, I'm not
Bro,
saying that.
you
The
you
last
forget
3
things
months,
like
he was
nothing.
done. He was done. They were all done.
What do you mean? he was
Because they
done?
knew he was leaving, bro.
Yeah.
Because
But
they
before
let-
that-
they let the
before
manager
that, what was he
know.
doing?
They let the manager know.
It was
months
hard.
in
Exactly. It was hard.
advance that-
So why are you cussing him?
I'm not
Man
cussing
got
Pellegrini.
Negredo to 18 goals by January, mate.
I love Pellegrini.
Yeah.
I think Pellegrini's hard.
And Mancini done bits as well.
Negredo sounds like a
With a
puppet.
half
But
decent squad.
Uncle Pep done.
I know. I'm not
We
saying.
agree,
I'm not
we
doubting
agree,
that.
We agree.
But
agree.
I'm
All
saying that
I'm just trying to
yeah.
say where I feel like the problem with Chelsea.
And
is-
that goes in line, by the way, with
No,
what
but-
Mourinho.
no,
That goes in line with anyone who didn't understand. People who are not smart enough to decipher what
Well, can I
Mourinho
say
says.
something?
Hold
Can
on.
I say something about
That people
Chelsea
are not smart enough to decipher what Mourinho says when he was talking about Eradej. Yeah, when he was talking about what Man
He
United
messed
was
up
all
there,
about.
though.
No.
He
I'll
messed
tell you
up
why he
there.
didn't.
He did.
I'll tell you why he didn't.
Shall I tell you why he did?
Are you gonna let me talk? Let me
okay,
talk.
Alright,
You
let's
talk.
see.
I'm gonna
Let's
come
see.
back
Let me
to you.
talk. Okay.
Let's say his point and you
Let me
can say
say.
it.
Mother
The reason
gonna
why.
knock you
Obviously,
The reason why he didn't.
you may can't have a conversation
Let him talk.
without talking about Mourinho
No, 'cause
and
he wanted to talk
United
about it.
and thingy.
He
I'm
wanted to
just
talk
trying
about
to stay on this Chelsea train, and you may keep knocking it off.
Hold on.
You ain't mentioned Hiddink. You ain't mentioned Ancelotti. You want to make him man.
That man are long gone, mate.
Yeah, long gone. Go on.
Tumbleweed.
I'm just trying to
But
say.
anyway, I get what you're saying.
Chelsea. Are we not
Hold
going to
on.
identify James?
Hold on, let him
Roberts?
say his piece first. I see what you man are
Let
trying
me
to
say
do.
my piece.
All
No,
smoke
because
in
this
there.
is all
Go on,
about,
go on,
bro.
go on.
This is all about Chelsea anyway, because
Go on.
Mourinho used to be there.
Yeah.
My point is about this, is what Mourinho was trying to say, or he did mean anyway, is that it's not new for Man United to get knocked out of the Champions League in the second round in recent history. It's not new.
No, he didn't say
Wait, hold
recent
on.
history. He meant-
Just like,
he
hold
was
on.
talking about the
Hold
Fergie
on,
era.
hold
He was
on.
talking about the Fergie
Hold
era.
on.
No, he talked
Let me
about the end
finish.
of the
Let me
Fergie era,
finish.
bro.
Free-
Let me
free
finish,
time-
bro.
free
Let me
Champions
finish.
League.
Just like, listen, it's not new, for certain teams. Now, hold on. It's not new for certain teams to be battling relegation, for example. It's not new. It's the same way of saying that. It's not new.
Can I
It's
say
not new.
Fact.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I get it.
But
I get
just
it.
just because he's at the actual club, he's cussing, all of a sudden it's a cuss. It's real
Can I
talk,
say
bro.
something?
It's real talk.
Can I say
And
something?
you know what? The same line he says that, just like he can say, if he was to give a press conference on Liverpool v City, he has the right to say, if Liverpool knock him out, it's not new. It's not new. it's light work for City to get knocked out in early rounds in the Champions League because they've never won it.
It's the later round, but yeah.
Exactly. No, you know what I'm saying?
I get your point, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like it's normal.
It's normal.
It's normal. That's what he's trying to say. For anyone who doesn't understand, don't listen to Mourinho if you don't understand Mourinho. Go and listen to basic managers like Wenger and that. Go and listen to basic managers, please.
Hey,
but don't criticize Mourinho
ever
in your life, please.
was going to tighten.
Move on.
Bro, no,
Move on.
I'm going to tie
Chelsea they lost to
Can I say something
to
now?
Spurs
Can I say
at
something
Stamford
now?
Bridge, and we can't even
We'll
talk
talk
about
about
it.
that.
I'll tighten
I had to give my piece
I'll
after
tighten
Rance
that.
was talking dirt.
I'll tighten with
Big
that.
up Rance.
Okay, now back to Jose's heritage piece first. I'm gonna tighten all in. Back to Jose's heritage piece. When he's talking about the heritage thing, he was he sounded correct, but when you actually delve deeper into it, you find that he's chatting absolute horse, innit? Because one, he threw Fergie under the bus with that diesel bus when he's talking about 3 Champions Leagues in 30 years. He threw him
And
under
that's
the
true.
bus.
It's
It is
facts,
true. It is a
bro.
fact. It is a fact. But at the same time,
You said he threw Wenger on the
at the same time,
Fergie on the bus. I don't know how you can do that, but
at the
carry
same
on.
time, it's Sir Alex Ferguson. You don't ever discredit
No,
his.
no.
You don't say.
Bro,
Say
facts are facts.
You don't say
Facts
only
are facts.
one.
Facts are facts.
You don't
It does
understand,
nothing
you don't
to
understand
Fergie's
the difference
legacy.
between facts and fiction.
Facts are facts. You can't.
And that's it.
Okay.
And
It
that's
does
why people don't like
nothing. It
Mourinho.
does nothing to Fergie's legacy. It does
People-
nothing.
that's why people
It
don't like
doesn't
Mourinho.
even tickle it.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't even.
It doesn't. But what it
tickle
does,
man's
no, but
legacy,
what it does
bro.
is like saying.
It tarnishes it by the way
No,
it's
it does.
worded. Yes, I know. That's
does.
what you're trying to say.
Oh, he's
but the
trying to say-
facts
okay,
are.
okay.
But the
Anyway.
facts are.
Anyway.
It's true.
But let Chris finish. Sorry, Craig. Yeah, finish. Sorry.
But back to Jose's heritage piece, yeah. When he was saying, "Oh, heritage, I got this team, that team." Man United finished 5th or 6th. I don't know when it was 5th, and you finished on the same points as City, and you won an FA Cup. So Jose and Pep are picking up 2 teams that are fairly decent. They're not. Man United is no lesser than Man City.
That's a lie.
You
Now I know you're just
But
biased.
you
Now I know
finished-
you're biased.
But you
If
finished-
you're saying Pep Guardiola's team was not better
Hold on.
than Jose
Can
Mourinho's
I
team that he
finish?
took on,
Can I finish? That you finished with an FA Cup and you finished on the same.
doesn't
points.
matter what we
You
finished on.
the same
I'm asking you about the team.
I'm asking you a question. I'm
asking you about the team.
I'm giving a statement here.
Go
I'm
on.
giving you facts here. Like you finished on the same
Correct.
points. as
That's
them, yeah?
correct. Yeah.
The season after that,
Yeah.
Pep finished 3rd, and everyone's laughing at Pep and saying blah 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 blah. Man United finished 6th.
Yeah, correct.
Disgrace of the money you
Correct.
spent, and you got one of the best managers ever. Yeah,
Correct.
You finished 6th, and you win three trophies. Yeah,
Correct.
I use that loosely. So you win 3 trophies. Yeah, so
Correct.
obviously
2 trophies and a plate.
in play. So to me, how can you been in a less off position than Man City? So you was on a level playing field, and Pep, and Jose took it that way, and Pep took City a little forward, and then this season because now he's got his win backs, etc. Now he's got his full team. His philosophy is fully stamped, and he's doing his thing. Now back to Chelsea, because we're gonna tie it all up. You got to look at what they've done the last 10 years. They've won trophies, yeah. Maybe if they stuck with one manager, they would have been more successful. And they might have had
Or less.
8. You don't know, innit? No one knows it. We can't say that, yeah. But
All I'm saying is
but when it comes to
Ancelotti won the league,
but we know why
got sacked.
Ancelotti got sacked,
Mourinho
though.
won the league, got sacked.
No,
Di
no,
Matteo
Conte-
won the Champions
Yeah,
League.
but
got
hold on.
sacked.
Yeah, but there's reasons why these guys getting sacked,
Di
though.
Matteo was never good enough.
Yeah, but the reason why Jose got sacked, though,
harsh.
the reason why Jose is getting sacked in his second season.
Alright, what about
was-
Ancelotti then?
The reason why Ancelotti got sacked then, who won it? Was it you lot that won the league or Man City that year?
I think it was City.
Well, when Ancelotti won the
Yeah,
league.
I think it was
he done
City.
the double when they got sacked the year after, yeah, because
I can't remember.
they didn't win the league because at Chelsea, the way Roman's carrying on, yeah, like if you don't win it, then boom.
And my,
but-
thanks
but-
for
but-
getting there.
he's not-
Is that
but-
an issue?
the
There's
issue is,
obviously
though,
something
but
going on
the-
with
I think
Roman.
it
Yeah,
is
but
to
the
do
issue
with
is
him.
the
Yeah,
issue
I
I
think
think
it
it's
is.
got something to do with him.
but
That's
that is the
what I
issue,
wanted to
though.
talk
Yeah,
about.
but you got to remember though that Conte's kicking up a fuss. Jose Mourinho is doing mad things in his 3rd season. Like,
But you know what? You know what I'll say. You know what I'll say to move away from Mourinho a little bit. Yeah. What I'll say about I think a few teams have issues. Yeah. That's deeper than just the manager. Not just Chelsea. I think some of the other teams. West Brom's had an issue.
Like a West Ham?
No. West Brom's had an issue. West Brom had an issue
I wouldn't say West Brom.
even before Pulis. They
wouldn't say West
sacked.
Brom.
No, they do. Like I said to West Brom fans, they sacked Steve Clark when man was 8th in the league.
That was done.
And they sacked him.
That was
Then they
done.
brought Tony Pulis, sacked him, and now what's happened? Dead.
The Steve Clark thing, I agree with.
Chelsea have had a problem ongoing. There's other teams have got problems like Southampton. Constantly,
How Southampton
they
problems?
constantly sack managers at the wrong time.
No.
That's it. They sack managers at the wrong time, and you blame the managers. The fans like to blame the managers, and you now notice he's not the manager.
Managers.
He's not the
Southampton ain't got a problem though.
They ain't got a problem.
They haven't,
So you
because
think they're the
you've got to
17th
remember-
worst
you've
team in
got
the
to
league?
remember-
Is that what you think?
Well, this
Right,
Hold
didn't they
on.
lose again this weekend?
Yeah,
they did. To West
They
Ham.
lost again.
Yeah, but-
3-0.
yeah, but-
3-0. Hey, Big up West Ham. I hope you lot stay. You get me? Big up all the Hammers out there, my brothers. I know who you all are. Yeah, I hope West Ham stay up still.
But you see what I'm saying? There's problems.
I believe that. I honestly
because
believe
they're not that bad. Southampton should be where Everton,
and
Leicester
honestly,
are.
it sounds silly, but I feel like that's been the whole. What's the word? If Premier League was like a storyline, yeah, or a soap opera, to me that's the underlying theme of the whole thing about power, about where it lies, whether you're gonna put blame on players, managers, the board. I feel like that's been the whole thing of this whole season. 10 managers sacked in the first half of the season, like. The way all these fan
Only
channels
about
are
5 managers survive every year.
Yeah, it's becoming like, I feel personally, from what we've even been talking about every single week, it's becoming more and more clear. And some managers talk out about it, like a Conte.
Yeah, but that's why
Mourinho.
he's getting sacked, though. That's why he's going to get the sack, because he's instead of
some managers don't talk about it, like a Wenger.
Yeah.
But Wenger never going to get sacked.
I'm not trying to
anyway.
say I have the answers here. I'm just trying to say we got to deep the way the league works. All as fans of football, we are a fan channel. Like there's many other fan channels. We watch the whole league. We watch everything. We try our best to read up on everything. And obviously, it's not about pointing blame. I just think it's quite interesting, especially this season where it's like, what is really going on here? What's really going on with these boards? What's really going on with these managers? What's really going on with these players?
Yeah.
Even now, we talk about agents more than... But when I was young, you think man ever cared about agents, bro?
No one knew about agents.
Now we talk about agents all the flipping time.
Raiola, I didn't even know half them.
Raiola's a
I
household name.
I didn't know none of them when I was
Raiola's
young.
actually a household name now.
Bro,
Yeah, I know.
It's mad.
It's crazy.
So all I'm trying to do is maybe over the time, maybe by the end of the season we'll see. Maybe by next season we'll see.
But the problem is no one knows who to blame. And no one knows sometimes things don't make sense. Like I said, and even stepping away from Premier League, even when, and this is the nonsense that people catch onto that just annoy me, yeah? Like when Argentina lose 6-1 to Spain. Oh yeah, an attacker by the name of Messi means they would have won. Yeah, that makes sense because you conceded 6 goals. So Messi being on the pitch means you wouldn't have conceded 6.
Maybe.
People have got zero common sense.
That's maybe real.
Like
Messi not playing means they wouldn't have conceded 6 goals. Are you hearing yourself?
Maybe.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, maybe that's right.
And it's like, what is going on now? It's like
maybe having him on the
people
pitch.
want to hang blame. If like when it comes to Real Madrid and Barcelona, it's Ronaldo and Messi. If they lose, Ronaldo and Messi didn't play well enough. If they win, Ronaldo and Messi. Yeah. When it comes to the Premier League, everyone loves to blame managers. Manager.
So what about Real Madrid? Because Real Madrid, they had a bad start.
Yeah,
like
they're still dead in the league.
They're still dead in the league. Where they now?
They're
Fourth,
third. No, they're third. But at one point,
but they were fourth for time.
They're battling for fourth.
They were battling for ages, yeah. And we were
League's
like,
well
you
gone.
were saying maybe Zidane should get sacked. I remember you did say that.
No.
You did say
No,
that.
wait, hold on. Yeah.
Ring the alarm.
Do you know what I said?
Do you smell that? Contradiction.
It's not contradiction.
I can smell that.
Yes, it is.
I can smell
Shall I
that
tell you why it's not?
contradiction.
Shall I tell you why it's not? Let me tell you. Okay,
go on.
cool. Thanks for saying that, though. It's a good point, yeah?
Great point.
Thanks, Jermaine.
Mama just knocked you out.
Thanks, Jermaine.
You knocked
Right.
me out, boy.
Right. The reason why that is fair, yeah, is because it's not my opinion for Zidane to get sacked. What I'm trying to say is the
But you
institute
said-
as a club,
but you said he should
how
get
Real
sacked.
Madrid run, yeah, they sack managers who have a dead league season, yeah. Even though he's won the Champions League, they usually sack managers regardless of who you are. And you know, big managers have run this show there, and they still sack them.
They do that for
so,
fun.
based on
and
the
players. I don't say Real Madrid
hold
do that
on,
with
hold
players
on,
as well.
exactly.
They'll get rid of man.
And the
nothing.
same way that man like Richard Keys, yeah, and Andy Gray would be like, hold on a second, why didn't my man get sacked? The same way that's happening is the same way that all the other managers before with Real Madrid's like,
No.
Why did man
why,
get sacked?
why is
there's
my
a
man
reason.
still in the job?
Yeah, but there's-
Because if it was anyone else, they'll be gone.
No, but you know why?
That's what
You know
I said.
But you got to read, because we don't know the ins and outs here. But this is an educated guess now, yeah? Okay. One is Zizou, yeah? You don't sack my man.
Look at this guy. You can't say something. Like
Arguably the greatest player ever. Arguably,
Arguably,
yeah?
100.
That's
so
Zizou, yeah?
what? 2K.
Yeah, but hold on.
So when Thierry
Can I
starts
finish?
managing clubs, he's not going to get sacked.
Forget that weasel. Let me talk about Zizou. Let's talk about Zizou.
Weasel.
Anyway, back to Zizou. One, he's done the back-to-back, yeah? And the third thing is that like I reckon Real Madrid are looking at it and thinking, we need to refresh and replenish, and Ronald's getting old, Bell injured a lot, the team's not as coherent, and because they just done a double back-to-back, yeah, they thought, okay, maybe this team can go one more season. There's people up there doing calculations, isn't it? They thought maybe we can do, okay, we'll finish here, so obviously 1 or 2, isn't it? They're thinking 1 and 2, yeah? So they're obviously thinking behind that, okay, we haven't done what we was meant to do, but Zidane gets another chance because that was partly our fault.
So you think if they're dead next season, he's gone?
If next season they're dead, he's gone.
Yeah,
that's it.
Unless he wins another Champions League. Can I just say one thing though? Obviously, I know.
No, it ain't time to wrap up because I want to get into this Manchester derby thing. Innit?
Yeah, we were talking about the Manchester derby.
No, we're gonna get into
we're talking about the Manchester derby.
You can talk about
we're talking about the Manchester derby now. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
My point is, just before Chris starts talking his talk, is Manchester United. Yeah, for anyone who once again football thickos who don't understand,
Good man.
we are not in control. Hold on, we are not in control. Hold on a second. And this is the same way that I say this. I big up Leicester anytime anyone cusses, and I also big up even Man City if anyone cusses in this point. Hold on. You are not in control of how good or how bad the teams around you are. Hold on. Let me finish. No, this is important. This is important.
Remember, this is life.
This is important.
This is a life lesson.
Hold on. This is important.
a life lesson.
This is important. Even if we smacked up City a few months ago and we beat them this weekend, that's 6 points.
Yeah.
We would still be about 8 points behind them. Yeah? That's the next thing. We are not in control of how good they are.
No.
So when you're saying, when you guys are defining what a good league season is, good and bad.
Wait,
hold on. Go onto Wikipedia. Go onto Wikipedia and go back in time and you'll realize this is one of our best ever seasons, you donuts. If we win the last 7 games, we have 89 points. Do you know what that is? That's one of the best ever league seasons. Yeah? Last thing I'll say. Last thing I'll say.
He's making sense.
People who are cussing. This is the last thing I'll say. And this shows I'm not even biased, yeah? Stepping away from Man United. Anyone who tries to cuss Leicester and say, oh, all the teams were dead that year.
They were.
Bro, they are not in control of that. They won the league.
No, but
don't cuss Leicester, ever. They won the league. They done the job.
Let that be a
That's
lesson
it.
to you, kids.
Done.
You can't control the teams around you.
Or the people around you.
All the people
but
around you.
You know what you can control?
Focus on yourself.
Thank you.
Always strive to be better.
100%.
And even if somebody does better than you, that one season, always remember, come September, a new season will start again. And you'll get your chance to win. Oi!
Straight up.
I wish I could end it there. That would have been lit.
You know what? What Jermaine just said there. Yeah, you can only focus on yourself.
Facts.
So you lot should feel ashamed, embarrassed, and it's a disgrace because your man shot effing United because we can't swear on here. Do you know what I'm saying? You can control that. Jose has spent 300 mil. Uncle Pep has spent 320, and Uncle Pep. Has gone leaps and bounds. Uncle Pep is looking like an X-Men right now. Like a mutant.
Can I ask you a question?
He's turned... No! You can't ask me no questions because De Bruyne is looking like Wolverine out there. You get me?
Woo!
We got Professor X in...
What's Lukaku looking like?
Lukaku's looking like...
Logan.
No, Lukaku's
Wolverine.
He's looking like some DC character that no one knows about.
Aquaman. I've been calling him Aquaman all season.
Watery, fishery, man.
Oh yeah, by the way.
If
I had an argument with a man in the group chat. Anybody who says Lacazette is better than Lukaku is so silly.
Should I tell you what though?
It's so silly to say.
Lacazette's like a Chelsea.
Banner aside.
I'm going to say something.
Facts are facts. I'm not a big Lukaku fan.
Hold on, I'm going to say something though. Yeah, but I'm going to say something though.
He does the job.
Yeah, but
he
Jermaine,
does the job.
But Big J.
I can't argue with that.
Big J, listen, when people say Lacazette might be better than Lukaku.
What, technically? You can't say a man does his job better.
Bro, my man just about scored a penalty.
Listen, my cameraman might be the sickest cameraman, yeah? But if he gives me the footage and there's bare chippy choppy and the camera's all over the place, what do you expect me to think? I'm going to think you're dead compared to our next cameraman.
Yeah, but your guy is chippy choppy. That's your guy.
He scores or assists almost every game.
Basically,
what are you on about?
I'm going to use his analogy here.
I saw he scored more than Aubameyang and Lacazette put together.
That's dumb.
Why he hasn't?
Listen,
why wouldn't he have done it?
Aubameyang just coming.
He doesn't know. Put together. That's what I'm saying. The point is, across the whole season.
All right. Aubameyang's got 27 goals. If we take his goals,
no, we're talking about Arsenal. We're talking about Arsenal.
Don't be dumb, then. Don't be dumb.
100 goals at 24.
But listen to this.
And that's what Akeem's always said.
What I'm going to say is, though,
I've never liked him as a player, but facts are facts.
What you just said there, yeah? Like about the camera thing. Okay, basically, what Lukaku is, he's a cameraman, yeah? That can go everywhere. He can go to Brixton, he can go to Edmonton, he can go to bloody West London, South, whatever, South, East, North, West, everywhere, yeah? Nah, he's just shooting bare man. But then you've got my man, who can only go North London, yeah? But he's got a crane. The shot's looking sexy. It's all once again,
you care about the looks.
No, but what I'm saying, but this is what I'm
because that's what you care about.
Now back to the football now.
Yeah.
Lukaku looks like a rhino. He's a tank, yeah? He's big, he's
I
strong,
get it,
he's
I get it,
cumbersome.
I
yeah?
get it.
He's going to have 8 chances and score 1.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Right? Facts.
Lacazette now.
Cares about his beard and his shape up.
No. What I saw again yesterday, which
That's
was
what
more
he cares
proof in the
about.
pudding. Man had the ball from deep. He shrugged off one man, shrugged off another man.
Bro, he
Learned-
still only
looked
scored
left,
one
looked
goal.
right,
Yeah, he's still-
and
he's great.
And released the
He's
ball.
great.
That's what people mean.
So Lukaku's
When
never
they say
done that.
that,
Wait, Lukaku's never done
All I'm
that.
trying to say is...
Lukaku's never done that.
Listen,
You
all
are
I'm
doing that.
trying to say is, yeah, and this has been a King's point for years, I don't like Lukaku because of the way he plays.
The
And
facts
sometimes I
talk.
still don't feel like he's better.
Facts
All I'm
talk.
saying is, bro,
But he's not great though.
the facts is the
He's
facts.
great.
Look how many goals he's got for
Oi.
Man United this
Bro,
season.
100
20
goals.
100 goals, 24.
24.
Guys,
And you know what's mad? And you know what's mad?
How many goals
Harry
got this
Kane's
season?
only about 3 goals ahead of him.
How many goals
Alright,
this season?
where?
You know
Harry
how many-
Kane's only about
You know-
3
you know-
goals
you know
ahead
Harry
of
Kane's
him.
playing
That's
for
right, it's done.
Tottenham, yeah?
Guys,
You know how
And
many
he's
games
playing for
he's
West
played
Brom
for
and
Tottenham.
Everton,
Yeah,
you donut.
He's
He's playing for
everything.
Everton
He's
and
Mr.
Leicester.
Everton,
Everton and West
Chris.
Brom, you donut.
He's CheekySport Akeem.
Go on.
All right?
What?
And this is
What's
the
that you
CheekySport
got?
podcast.
Nothing.
Make sure you subscribe.
Nothing.
Make sure you like, share this.
Donut.
At the end of the day, we don't always talk sense.
Lukaku's got 15
We're
goals.
fans.
He's
Bro,
But let us know in the
He's got
comments
less
below
goals.
what you
He's
think.
got less goals than
Bro.
Raheem Sterling.
All right?
100 goals.
Let us know.
100 goals. He just broke his phone.
Hey, listen, man. It's Rinse FM. CheekySport, we're out.
Is Oxlade-Chamberlain good enough though? Because he wasn't good enough 6 months ago, and now he is.
Good enough for what?
Well, you would
I
have
don't
easily
think he's
said
good
no. Don't get
What are you
twisted.
saying now?
Before you would have easily said Oxlade-Chamberlain isn't good enough. Blah 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 blah. And he clearly has shown now
Still
he
not
is.
good. No,
Alright, you can't say
again,
that.
you're
bro.
trying to tell me
You can't say that.
Oxlade-Chamberlain. We've had Frank
You're going to
Lampard.
Chelsea's team.
We've got
You're going to
Frank-
Chelsea's team.